Hello, my name is Ben Hollingsworth. I've helped many people just like you achieve their goals in property. It's a normal working week for me. I'm travelling through the South Wales valleys. I work in the NP postcode area, mainly sourcing properties for residential investment and redevelopment purposes for people normally from outside the area. A lot of people, specifically from the southeast of England, have realised they can get far more bang for their buck here in South Wales. In property investment, choosing your area is vitally important, but even more so is choosing the right agent. I'm joined by Adam Darlow here, who is from Wales number 1, Roberts Estate Agents, and we're in the Blackwood branch now. We've just been talking about property investment and development in the area, and I foresee this having huge potential now. Adam, what's the market like at the moment here?
It's fantastic, Ben, to be honest with you. I mean, we've had a great run over the probably last 8 to 12 months. Obviously, I think we've had a bit of the sort of roll-on effect from the Severn Bridge, Bristol people coming over into South Wales. But yeah, it's definitely flowed up to us towards Blackwood area, and fantastic.
Excellent. What sort of returns would investors expect here, as far as, is there the opportunity to buy property, perhaps refurbish it and then rent it out? What's the demand like for rental properties at the moment here?
Yeah, I mean, the demand for rentals is actually very, very strong. With the market picking up, the natural thing happens. Some of the people who've had rental properties for years and years think, right, maybe time to sell. But I think that also gives opportunity for new investors to come into the market. The yields are great up here, you know, and I think, you know, you compare them to a lot of your city areas and they can't touch the yields I'm getting up in these areas.
Yeah, I deal a lot with investors from outside the area who have recognised the potential of South Wales. The towns may look very similar, but there's a huge difference. And there's also a huge difference between the agents that you deal with. Now, I know, Adam, you have a family history in property and you've been in the estate agency business for a long time. What would you say that you can bring to the table above other agents?
Well, I just think, us obviously as an agent, we seem to be number one in many of our branches. Our advertising is very strong, so we're probably getting maybe just more opportunities than a lot of others. Again, I think, you know, the experience of dealing with properties over a long period of time. I've been in this agency now for, I think, 12 years now, and you know, obviously us as a company, we're very experienced, so can definitely help people on their way with finding the right investment for them.
I really enjoy working with people like Adam because you can really draw upon his local expertise, his experience in that specific area to show you the good from the bad and help you make the right choice, because after all, property investment is an expensive game. So it's essential that you buy the right property in the right area that's going to work for you. I've been working in this area myself, helping property investors just like yourselves for many, many years. Now, when we look at the opportunities that are available here, time and time again, we've proved residential investment is fantastic and provides great returns in this particular area. Adam, are there any other opportunities which you'd recommend to those looking to get into property in this particular area?
Yeah, I definitely think so. It's not just the rental market. I mean, the rental market, obviously, which we've touched upon before, is extremely strong and there's a high demand for that. So I think anyone looking to invest in that sort of area, yeah, definitely there is a market to come and look at. You've obviously got the other, you know, side of things where, you know, investing in properties and doing sort of a flip or a turn, as some people say, you know, to refurbish the property and then sell it on, obviously, at a later date. It is obviously buying right. It's getting the right opportunity to work both for the vendor and the purchaser. But definitely there are opportunities there for that, and you find a lot of people nowadays, especially young first-time buyers, they're busy, they're saving hard for a deposit. They don't then have the extra money to maybe put 20,000-30,000 into a refurb. So once the property obviously is done to a high standard, you definitely find, like new builds, they go in and it's very, you know, it's definitely an attraction to it. And it's just, you know, put the furniture in, away to go, and, you know, you haven't got to worry about anything at that stage.
It's really interesting because obviously mortgage lending is quite accessible as it wasn't a few years ago. So, like you say, you have a lot of first-time buyers waiting to jump onto the ladder who may not have the funds, may not have the experience or the ability to modernise an older property, whereas if somebody's gone in there first, used their expertise and refurbished that property, it provides an ideal family home for them. Now, one thing which is really, really important here is to look at, obviously, the specific areas. Again, would you be able to help our investors if they were interested in either of the strategies we've spoken about today in your area?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, definitely. You know, there is definitely opportunity, you know, for them up in this area alone, and the surrounding areas. So, yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's really, really good to know. We've also got a team in place as well, so that if anybody's interested in refurbishing properties, renovating properties in the South Wales area, specifically the NP postcode, I've run a successful development company myself. We, for example, last year completed 13 separate projects in just 1 year. So if you do want any further information about investment, redevelopment, flips, etc., please feel free to contact us. We'd love to hear from you.